From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Monday, July 1st. I'm Mike Ludlum. For the first time in its short history, Sage Run at the Island Resort and Casino in the Southern UP will host a Division I College Men's Golf Invitational in early September. The Island Resort Intercollegiate at Sage Run will be a two-day 54-hole event with 10 teams challenging the 7,309-yard Paul Albanese layout on the 1st and 2nd of September. Mid-Peninsula High School graduate and South Dakota State coach Casey Van Dam has been instrumental in organizing the event. The Jackrabbits will be the host team. Other teams in the field include NMU, Michigan State, Detroit, Purdue, and two ranked teams, number 18 North Florida and number 21 Liberty. Island Resort General Manager Tony Mansilla says he's interested to see how the golf course holds up to top flight talent and how the players react to the challenges the course presents. Van Dam says that he and his staff would prefer to see Sage Run play long and feature fast greens for the tournament, adding college players and teams want to separate and identify the best players, and they want to be challenged. The public is invited to attend with no admission charge. Former Michigan Tech hockey player Tanner Carroll is on the move again. Carroll signed a two-year, two-way contract with the Dallas Stars organization. Stars general manager Jim Nill made the announcement. The 26-year-old Carroll scored 57 points on 24 goals and 33 assists in 67 regular season games last year for the Utica Comets of the American Hockey League. They belong to the Vancouver Canucks. Carroll led the Comets with 11 power play goals. The Hancock native scored 22 points on 8 goals and 14 assists in 72 career games with the Chicago Blackhawks. Carroll was the WCHA Player of the Year and the Scholar Athlete of the Year in his senior season with the Huskies. Meanwhile, Kingsford native Kevin Gravel has signed a one-year, one-way contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that's according to several Toronto hockey websites. The 27-year-old has split time between the NHL and AHL over the last 3 seasons with the Los Angeles and Edmonton organizations. Gravel's deal is reportedly around $700,000. He has 13 points in 106 NHL games and has averaged nearly 14.5 minutes per game the last 3 seasons. The Detroit Red Wings have been busy in free agency. The Red Wings have signed center Valtteri Filppula to a 2-year contract, reuniting him for a 3rd time with now general manager Steve Yzerman. Filppula had 17 goals and 31 points last season for the New York Islanders. He has 494 points over 14 seasons with Detroit, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, and the Islanders. On defense, Detroit has signed Patrick Nemeth to a 2-year contract, 1 goal and 10 helpers last season in Dallas. He has 4 goals and 35 assists over 6 seasons with the Stars and Colorado Avalanche. And Detroit has also signed goaltender Calvin Pickard to be a backup or compete to be a backup with Jimmy Howard or compete against Jonathan Bernier. The 12th annual Upper Peninsula Football All-Star Game had plenty of excitement on offense, and there were a number of good defensive plays, besides the fumble recovery for a touchdown by the Reds' Mitchell Legrave of Norway, and the pick-6 TD by the Reds' defensive MVP, Travis Ojala of Calumet. For the black team, lower left, Westwood's Sam Gillis blocked the punt that should have given his team momentum, although that did not turn out to be the case. Again, for the black jerseys, defensive MVP Andrew Blanchard of Engadine picked off a pass in the end zone intended for Iron Mountain's Charlie Gerhardt. For the red, Travis Ojala and West Iron County's Kane Rowell combined on a sack of Ishpeming's Gavin Sundberg. And from the slightly off-center department, Calumet's Brent Locus mishandled the catch on this punt, and that proved to be a good thing because when he grabbed it, he went right up the middle for 25 yards on the return. Now the coaches will tell us why the red won the game 42-28.
But our defense really kept us in the ball game. You know, those guys did a fantastic job. We started to look at our off-tackle stuff. We ran power once or twice, got some decent yards, and we finally broke one. And then the very next drive, they came back and we got a pick-6. So those two plays back-to-back really put us over the top. I am 1-3. I finally got one, and my brother pointed out that he was for the first Kangas to win one, which kind of made me a little mad, so I wanted to make sure I got one.
We made some mistakes in the first half. I actually thought we should have had a lead. We gave actually them some points, in my opinion. But they took advantage of it too, and hats off to them. In the second half, when we came out and we scored, boy, I thought that was a momentum builder. I thought we were well on our way, and then all of a sudden they scored, and then they scored again, and it was too far out of reach.
It was fitting that the overall bench press champion Logan Krulik of Ishpeming grabbed the winner's trophy first after the contest. Now we have to teach him to turn the trophy in the proper direction.